do it. It'll save us a lot of yelling.
Oh, no, I just want one thing. I want a job for my dad.
Oh, sweetie, you want some dinner? Ew, shower first, then dinner.
I, for one, damn.
But someday I'll make him understand. Wait till she's done bulking up.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I can take it as soon as I'm done bulking up.
Power placement is how they decide where you go.
The hero track, the loser track.
Why don't you sit right here? But first we have to make sure you're a good kisser.
We'd love to, but we have to go finish our homework.
And I shall name my llama Mr. Fernando Llamas. Hey, I'm taller than you are, big bro. How's that short hair? So, it still count. Does not, does too, does not, does too.
You won't believe what DJ Daniels looks like now.
This is him when he was doing the show. Cute kid, 10 years old. This is what he looks like now.
God damn.
Remember him from the Hughleys?
All things considered, I'd rather have a dog.
Ain't nobody getting a dog.
This dude's been on a wild ride. Attempted murder charges, trials, and finally getting acquitted. DJ's been through it all.
And the murder charge in which DJ would face life in prison for back in 2011.
Now, his tattoos tell a story. And it's shocking to see how far he's fallen from his acting days. This dude used to be on fire.
All right. I'll take this one while Sydney explains what happened in your car.
Bringing the heat to our screens. And then, out of nowhere, he vanished.
He did like an episode of the Cold Case Files in 2006. He also did Fireflies.
Yeah.
Viewers were left wondering what happened, and then, bam! Next thing you know, he's caught up in some crazy murder scandal. It's like totally scary.
He got stabbed. I guess his friends tried to get him into the car. Marcus ended up approaching the car again, hit him a few more times.
So what prompted DJ to dip from the acting scene?
And I was getting other type of gigs, so I wasn't really feeling the acting. I was doing it since I was 5.
What's the story behind those face tattoos?
Tattoo right here that says, "Rest in peace, JJ."
And most importantly, what landed him in jail, away from the big screens?
How long was the trial before the jury verdict?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Get ready for a wild ride, because DJ's story is about to leave you speechless. Meet DJ Daniels, a.k.a. Dorjan Lindell Daniels, the pint-sized sensation who took the acting world by storm. Born on October 17th, 1988 at Montclair Hospital, DJ grew up in Compton, Cali.
After I was born, we were staying in Compton at that time. We just happened to be in the IE, so we never had no address, no streets, or nothing like that.
Before his pops relocated the family to Rancho when he was just 2 years old. Later, they made the move to Fontana, and it was all love, no drama.
So we went to Rancho, then we lived in Rancho for about 3 years, and the rest of my life I lived in Fontana.
But here's the twist. Acting wasn't DJ's first choice. It was his parents' dream for him. They saw the potential and ran with it, taking him to auditions left and right when he was just a youngin'.
No, it was the parents, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a little kid.
Yeah.
They asked me if I wanted to act. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then they actually pushed me.
And then DJ landed his first gig on the big screen in a Cheerios commercial at the tender age of 5.
Big news, America. Back for a limited time, we've changed the shape of Honey Nut Cheerios.
But DJ wasn't entirely feeling the acting vibe back then. He was still super young.
But I still didn't take it like that because I was just a little kid. It was regular to me.
Like, how old were you when you first got that commercial?
5.
However, the talent was pouring out of him, and he snagged his first sitcom role alongside big-time celebs like Debbie Allen and Mike Campbell, to name a few. And get this, DJ was only in 3rd grade, living his best life.
Was that your first, sitcom role?
Yeah, that's when it got serious.
Okay.
That's when I was like, oh.
He was the ultimate young Hollywood sensation, and every parent was low-key jealous. DJ's been keeping it real about his early days as a youngin' in the acting game. He was just a kid, getting that bag, but can't even recall what went down on set. It's all a blur, reason being, he was still young. His show In the House only lasted 2 seasons, but it was a wild ride for viewers.
Was on for 2 seasons on NBC, and then it got canceled and then picked up by UPN.
Yeah.
DJ's name was on everyone's lips, and we were all obsessed. But DJ didn't stop there. No way. He went on to crush it in movies like Coach and shows like Family Matters.
You think so?
Oh, I know so, Brian.
Thanks, Santa.
You're welcome.
And The Wayans Bros.
Not only is he a gentleman, he has a great pimp walk.
This youngin' was talented, and it was pouring out everywhere. He was in his zone, making his parents proud, and doing his thing, until he landed that game-changing role that had everyone on the edge of their seats, the Hughleys.
This holiday needs a magical figure to hand out toys.
And then you get your big role on the Hughleys.
DJ brought the funny, and the show was a perfect fit. He even copped to living large after getting the role, and his quality of life was on a whole other level.
Well, we talked about the $1 million check. Was the money good back then, or did your parents handle all of that and you didn't really know?
Yeah, parents handled all that.
And get this.
Okay, and you're a little kid on the show,
Yeah.
right? How old were you at the time?
4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, and 7th grade.
But here's the thing. DJ didn't just waltz into that role. He had to audition 7 to 8 times before he landed it.
It was different for In the House. I think I only auditioned for it 3 times. And they called me and was like, yeah, you got the job.
D.L. Hughleys, DJ's TV dad, had nothing but praise for the young actor, saying he had talent pouring out of every pore, and he didn't even know it. We all saw it, though. The sensational DJ Daniels.
We're not up to that part in the play yet. We are in my script.
Well, I knew instantly because he was the best actor on the set because he was so unaffected. Like, he was very unaware of how talented he was.
Let's get real. DJ was just a kid, and kids can be straight up mischievous, right? He'd ditch his schoolwork, run wild on set, and his mama would snatch him up, take him to the back, and give him a good old-fashioned whooping with a belt.
And I remember DJ wouldn't want to do his schoolwork, he was a kid. He was just a kid. So he would get into trouble like kids do.
The producers were low-key stressed about it, but DJ's TV dad, D.L. Hughleys, was all about saving the day. He'd hide the belts to spare DJ from getting whooped by his mama on set.
We talk about ABC, like right after fucking Home Improvement. And so the network is like, hey, you can't let her, you can't.
What a stand-up guy, right? But here's where things take a dramatic turn. The Hughleys got axed, and DJ was sad to see his TV fam go. It was like his whole world was turned upside down. But life goes on, and DJ kept it moving.
And I thought for sure we was going to do that show till I was in high school. So it was very sad. I didn't know, he had an idea.
He landed a gig on ER for an episode.
Because she's so bad, it's no fun.
Kick your butt. Hey, go, both of you now.
And then, in 2005, he starred in the Disney movie Sky High.
There was nothing about a new student fee in the handbook.
Talk about making moves. DJ kept the momentum going, appearing in episodes of Cold Case Files.
She's never gonna be your friend. You see, white people, they look at us and they see ugliness.
And Grace Under Fire in 2006.
Kansas, the garden paradise.
He was on a roll, but then, out of nowhere, DJ just vanished from the screen. People were talking, wondering what happened to that kid with the exceptional acting skills. Life moved on, but the mystery remained. Where did DJ Daniels go?
And then it seems like it stopped at that point, 2006. You were getting a lot of roles up to this point, and high-profile roles at that.
So, you're probably wondering why DJ dipped from the acting scene, right? Well, let me tell you, it wasn't because of some wild scandal or crime, like some folks might have thought.
Were you getting mixed up in certain shit that you weren't supposed to get mixed up with around that time?
Yeah, but nah, it's family, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The real reason was way more low-key. DJ's grades were struggling, and with his parents going through a separation, he was under pressure to get his act together. That's what made him peace out from the big screens.
I really wasn't in high school because you have to have good grades. And like DL said, I wasn't with the schooling, and my mom and pops, they were separated.
DJ was always a chill, lovable dude, not some troublemaker. He didn't even have a big crew, just a few close friends he considered family. And fun fact, DJ's family is like super huge. They're allegedly the 3rd biggest family in the whole U.S.
You're the famous dude, so people are looking at you like, you're the one.
Yeah, but I was kicking it with my family.
But here's where things take a dark turn. On August 26th, 2011, DJ was just hanging with his friends at a bar when gunshots erupted from down the street and a disastrous fight broke out. It was like 2 gangs going at it. DJ and his friends got caught in the middle.
I guess there were some gunshots that happened down the street, which didn't have anything to do with what you guys were doing, but it sort of set the stage of a very fucked up night.
Right.
And tragically, one of the dudes from the other group, JJ, got stabbed and died. A woman also got stabbed in the arm. It was a straight-up catastrophic scene.
So one of your friends, Marcus McClyman, ended up getting into a fight with him. He got stabbed. I guess his friends tried to get him into the car. Marcus ended up approaching the car again, hit him a few more times.
And here's the kicker. DJ and his friends got arrested just 4 minutes later. He was only 21 at the time, still a youngin'. DJ claimed he had no idea JJ had died. He just thought it was a regular fight.
All was said and done when everyone had left and so forth. Were you aware that someone had died or no?
No, I wasn't aware until interrogation.
But the charges against him and his friends were hella serious. Murder, gang charges, and attempted murder of a woman. DJ was like, what's going on? They've got the wrong guy. He was just 21, and his life was about to take a drastic turn.
They told you that JJ got killed?
They was trying to play me like a rookie, talking to me and stuff in interrogation, talking in circles, and once they seen that it wasn't going nowhere, that's when they finally was like...
Now, here's the thing. DJ's family has been through the struggles, and almost all his relatives have done time in jail at some point. That's why his dad moved him and his fam out of Compton, to give him a better life. But it seems like DJ's life took a different turn. He's been serving time in prison, waiting for his trial, and allegedly, he's been pretty indifferent about it all. Like, he's seen it all before.
Growing up, a lot of my relatives went to jail. A lot of my uncles went to jail. Family thing was the gangbang. That's why my dad moved us out of Compton to give me a better life.
So, you know what's even more gut-wrenching? The night before the whole shooting incident and DJ's arrest, he had a heart-to-heart with DL Hughleys. And fam, he was on top of the world. They were vibing, laughing, and DL even got to peep some of DJ's new rap tracks. DJ was grinding hard, and DL was beaming with pride, seeing the young man he considered like a son, doing his thing.
Well, I was playing a gig in Sacramento, and then the club owner, I was upstairs, and they said, some guy says your son is here?
It was like a father-son reunion, and DL was feeling all the feels. But here's the thing. DJ was getting ready to head to Stockton the next day, and DL was low-key worried. He didn't want DJ to go, but he didn't say it out loud. Instead, he just told DJ to stay safe.
But you know they always say, listen to your first mind. But if I'd have said don't go, this kid, he was still going to go, so, you know.
Little did they know, that's where the horror would begin. The next day in Stockton, with the killing and DJ's arrest. When DL found out, he was consumed by guilt, feeling like he should have done more to stop DJ from going to Stockton.
After the incident, did you find out what happened?
The next day. And I should have grabbed his little ass that night. He's a kid, he's 21.
He's been speaking out, saying DJ's parents were amazing, and the whole arrest thing put a bad look on black families and parenting.
People don't know, he had wonderful parents. And to watch the way the world assesses black parenting.
DJ's parents were totally blindsided. They never saw it coming. They thought their son was the sweetest thing, and his mom was devastated, crying nonstop.
How did your parents take it when they found out?
Shocked.
Yeah, your mom cried?
Yeah. Or that's what hurt the most, moms.
DJ spent 15 long months in jail before his trial. But on the day of the trial, he was feeling super optimistic, super spiritual, and believed he was walking out of that courtroom a free man.
You finally get your day in court. You feeling you're going to beat it? Or you feeling like, fuck, I may never leave this jail cell?
No, I'm real spiritual, especially at that time.
And let me tell you, DJ's got loyalty for days. He got fan texts telling him to snitch on his friends so he could go home and revive his acting career. But DJ's not one to fold under pressure. He stood strong, refusing to betray his friends.
I mean, were they offering you, like, hey, listen, testify against your two co-defendants?
Yeah, I was getting fan mail like that, and the DA hit me up like that.
So DL Hughleys stepped up as a character witness for DJ, showing some serious fatherly love, even though he's not DJ's biological dad. It was all heart. DL considered DJ like a son, and he was determined to help him out.
You actually came in as a character witness.
Sure. Well, I would have came anyway to go to see, but I had been in contact with his parents.
But let's get real. DL was also super mad at DJ, feeling like he was bringing shame to the whole black community.
I remember I was so glad to see him, but I swear to God, I wanted to choke the shit out of him. Like, that was the first thing I thought, I think.
He wanted to choke him, but he still asked DJ, did you do it?
I felt horrible for those lies. But I looked at my son, and I remember mouthing, did you do it? And he went, no, and I believed him.
Now, here's where things get juicy. DL's testimony wasn't exactly welcomed with open arms. People were tripping because DL used to be a blood gang member, and they were trying to prove DJ was in a gang too. It was like a gang thing with DL standing up for his own.
And you get cross-examined by the DA.
Sure.
One of the things that they were trying to prove was that DJ was a gang member.
Right.
He was a blood.
But DL didn't let that stop him. He stood up for DJ, showing the world he wasn't just some gangbanger.
I knew no matter what happened, I could make the situation worse for him. I was very measured about the things I could say because
DJ didn't even know DL was going to testify on his behalf. But DL worked some magic, helping DJ and his co-defendants.
So DJ, what was it like to see DL on that stand?
I didn't even know he was coming.
Really?
Yeah. My lawyer, I respected him. He knew he was active.
The trial was no joke, though. It lasted 2 whole months, 5 days a week.
Wow.
Took 2 months because of whole Christmas and stuff. We did it in November and December.
DJ was giving major props to God for helping him get a lawyer. Because let's be real, murder cases can bankrupt you. But DJ's lawyer was a public defender who fought for him till the very end.
Well, when it comes to lawyers, murder trials aren't cheap. People go broke.
I didn't even know till right now that it was a public defender because I've never had a public defender take that big an interest in someone.
After 2 months of trials, the jury deliberated for 3 whole days, and then they dropped the verdict. DJ was not guilty, but his friend Marcus was guilty of voluntary manslaughter. It was a bittersweet moment for DJ, because he wanted all of them to walk free.
Were those the longest 3 days of your life?
Man, yeah.
How did that feel?
Sweet and sour. They got to tell me that I'm going home, but my big homie, my brother.
But Marcus got sentenced to 12 whole years in prison.
Your co-defendant, Duane Noonley, who's also, he was 27 years old, he gets cleared.
Yeah.
Out of all charges.
So, Marcus took the fall for the whole thing, and that's what got DJ and his other co-defendant acquitted. Talk about a plot twist.
Nobody took the stand.
Marcus did.
Marcus took the stand.
Like, he told on himself. That's why we got to go home.
When DJ finally got off scot-free, DL Hughleys was super relieved, and he even broke down in tears.
When you found out about the not guilty, were you ultimately relieved, DL?
Yeah, but I was very relieved, but I was sad for a lot of reasons. I was sad because people actually lost their lives.
But here's where things get even more interesting.
The Deputy District Attorney, Janet Smith, said, "I don't think the victim got the justice he should have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
I feel badly."
Mm-hmm.
She thought DJ and his friends got off easy, and she was low-key salty about all the famous folks who showed up to support DJ, including DL.
Basically, it sounded like she was angry about what had happened, and although she's not saying it, it almost sounds like you got off.
But DL ain't apologizing for nothing. He's all about that DJ love, and he'd do it all over again in a heartbeat.
How about one man who loved another boy, got on stage and told a story? Look, we both got our chance to tell a story.
Now, you're probably wondering about them tattoos on DJ's face, right? Well, let DJ tell it. He started getting them when he was 19, thinking he was done with acting for good.
You know, a face tattoo is a big deal for most people, but when you're an actor, there's an extra level of that.
Right.
He thought his gigs had dried up, and he needed to explore other ventures.
In my mind, I was done acting.
Oh, so you, at one point, you just said, "I'm done."
By the time I wasn't doing my grades and stuff, and I wasn't getting no more gigs, and even my agents was like, "All right, we ain't messing with you."
But here's the thing. DJ's got a heart of gold, and he's still repping his fallen friend, JJ Lewis. He's got JJ's name tattooed on his face, and he's always sending love and apologies to JJ's parents.
It's a tattoo right here that says, "Rest in peace, JJ."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
JJ's mother has to think about this every single day. She has to wake up in the morning and has to think about her dead son.
Yeah.
He's even said that back in the day, he'd wake up every morning, talk to God, and talk to JJ, telling him to rest in peace and hang in there.
I was spiritual back then, so I actually used to talk to him.
So you know what's wild? Marcus, the friend who took the fall, has already been released from prison. DJ spilled the tea that Marcus got out, and he's doing pretty well for himself. DJ was low-key, waiting for this moment his whole life, and he's super happy for his friend.
Because Marcus ultimately got released.
Yeah, about 7 months ago.
But now he's out.
He's out. He's doing good. He's actually going to NYU right now.
Now, back to DJ's face tattoos. Dude's not done yet.
I mean, I see your right arm doesn't seem tatted, but your left arm is tatted?
Yeah.
Your whole body?
I got some missing spaces that I need to work on.
He's been wanting to get his face tatted up since he was 17, but his parents were totally against it. But now that he's older, he's doing him, and his face is almost fully covered in tattoos.
Because, you know, that's normal to us in Cali. It's mainly Mexicans in the essays, and they tat it up. I liked it that early, like real early.
He got most of them when he was 23. right after he got out of jail.
I wouldn't say my whole face, but this half all right here. As soon as I got out, blended this in by like, I want to say 23, 24.
And let's just say, people have been giving him the side eye something fierce. Like, some folks don't even recognize him no more. But DJ don't care. He's living his best life, and he's got a few ride or die folks who got his back, like DL Hughley.
People see pictures of you and they're like, yo, this is, and they're like shocked.
Depends, because I'm normal, but it depends on how their vibe is.
Although DL ain't a fan of DJ's face tattoos, he loves the man behind the ink like a son. That's what unconditional love is all about, right? Looking past the surface level and accepting someone for who they are. DJ's even aware that his face tattoos might limit his job prospects, but he's cool with it.
It definitely precludes you from going into a regular workforce.
Right.
You can't really apply to a job and work a 9 to 5.
DL's been saying that it's a good thing DJ didn't have all those tattoos during his trial, or things might not have ended so well.
Saw him in the joint, or when he was in the joint, and then I saw him right after. I forgot where I was playing, but he came. He had the face tattoos.
The way you present yourself can affect how people perceive you. You thought the drama was over, right? Wrong. DJ was getting death threats from girls who were all bent out of shape about his involvement in J.J. Lewis's murder case.
When social media had blasted me, some of them had hit me up.
Okay, so some of these guys have actually...
Well, actually, it was girls. It wasn't even guys.
Okay.
And to make matters worse, when he wanted to visit his homie Marcus, his mom was all like, nah, son, you're staying away from him.
Mom's called all my other big uncles and big relatives on me. Like, she did a lot, so...
Talk about drama. But DJ still got love for DL Hughley, who had his back when it counted the most.
That in order for him to come down, we have to get your permission first.
This is always OG, man. This is always, you know what I'm saying?
And DL still got DJ's back, ready to ride or die for his TV adopted son whenever needed.
I'm deeply saddened by all this happening, but I'm proud of the man he's evolved to.
That's some real loyalty right there. So, what's DJ up to now? Well, at 30...
that I'm gonna let her talk about when she puts it out.
That's you ask me. And about his net worth. He's doing all right for himself, considering $300,000 ain't nothing to sneeze at. He's keeping his head above water, and that's something to be proud of. Looks like DJ's flying solo, fam. Ain't no rumored boo in sight. But you know what? He's still getting that love, and it's all real, no cap. Guess he's just focusing on himself and his grind for now. We're rooting for you, DJ. Keep doing you, and